We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Hello everyone, myself Mr. Pradeep Patel, working as an assistant professor in Vidyadeep Institute of Engineering and Technology. So today we are learning about uh, subject production technology of 6th semester. Okay, so in this production technology part we will learning about non-conventional machining. Okay. So what's basically an unconventional machining process? Generally, till date we have learning about conventional machining process. Okay. So in this semester we are learning about non-conventional machining process. So what is non-conventional machining process? First of all, what is non-conventional machining process? So in non-conventional machining process, uh, we are using different types of energy used for machining. Okay, so there are some of the limitation of the conventional machining process. We are not able to cut the glass with the help of conventional machining process, as well as we are not able to cut the hard material with the help of conventional machining process. So we have some of the limitation of conventional machining process. So we need non-conventional machining process. So which are the different limitation? Limitation of conventional machining process. That means why we need advanced machining process. So there are the limitation of conventional machining process. Need of advanced machining processes. That is a limitation. Limitation. There is some of the limitation. Some of the limitation are that we need tool harder than your workpiece. Okay. Then you must have to catch your job in your conventional machine too. Okay, then rapid improvement in the property of a material. Nowadays, there is a trend of composite material. So we are unable to machine this material. Complex requirements such as complex shapes, product requirements such as a complex shape, machining in inaccessible area, low tolerances, high surface finish. Okay, so these all are the requirement nowadays. Okay, then another requirement, that is a high production cost, precision and ultra precision machining. Okay, so for all these requirements, we should need all these requirements. Okay, so for this we need these advanced machining processes. Okay. Now next thing, that is the important characteristic of advanced machining processes. So these are the for some of the characteristics, or these are the important things. So performance is independent of the strength barrier, so you can easily machine hard material with the help of the copper tool or stainless steel tool. Okay, as well as graphite. Performance depend on property of the material. In this way, the property of the workpiece is important. In case of the EDM, you are not able to machine non-conductive material. So you must need conductive material. So another case, that is in abrasive jet machining, you are not able to machine the mild steel. Okay, you in here use different kind of energy in direct form, low MRR, better quality, high initial investment cost. These are the characteristics of the advanced machining processes. Now, classification of advanced machining processes. So here we have classified advanced machining process based on these 3 criteria. Okay. First, mechanical energy utilization. Second one, thermoelectric energy utilization. And third one, chemical and electrochemical energy utilization. Okay, how we can use the mechanical energy to a machine? Just like we are throwing one stone anywhere, okay, it will remove some of the material. So we are using the different vibratory motions as well as kinetic energy of your workpiece to create a brittle fracture. Okay, so in this way we can machine by using the mechanical energy. So in mechanical energy process, here process are abrasive jet machining, ultrasonic machining, water jet machining, abrasive water jet machining. So here all in all these process mechanical energy utilization. Okay, in abrasive jet machining, we are supplying the high velocity abrasive gas and abrasive particles. Ultrasonic, we are using high vibratory ultrasound waves. Water jet machining, we are using high pressure water. Abrasive water jet machining, in this process we are using abrasive as well, abrasive plus water jet at a high pressure. So all these mechanical processes are used to cut the brittle material. Here thermoelectric machining process includes the laser beam machining, plasma arc machining, electron beam machining, and electric discharge machining. Here melting and evaporation of your workpiece take place in all thermoelectric machining process. Okay, so this is the basic working principle of all these processes. Okay, then electrochemical and chemical machining processes. Okay, so in chemical machining, due to the chemical reaction occur between your two cathode and anode, there is a material removal take place. Okay, so here ionic dissolution will take place in your chemical machining. Then in electrochemical machining, you are using electricity as well as chemical reaction, just like this electrochemical machining working principle is a reverse of electroplating. Okay, so in this way, all these processes are will work. Okay, here we can see one table, different types of energy used, and main important mechanics of material removal, energy sources, and processes. In mechanical process, there is a plastic shear deformation, mechanical job or tool rotate in conventional machining process. But in non-conventional machining process, by erosion, uh, material will remove, mechanical and fluid motion. So here, abrasive jet machining as well as ultrasonic machining. Electrochemical machining, here ion displacement. Okay, so electric current is the energy source, so it will work in electrochemical machining process. Mechanical and electrochemical. Okay, so mechanical and electrochemical, that is a electric electrochemical grinding. So plastic shear deformation as well as ion displacement. Two mechanism will remove the material. Okay. In chemical reaction, there is a corrosive reaction or fusion and evaporation. So this process includes the chemical machining, electric discharge machining, as well as electrobeam machining. In thermal machining, there is a melting and evaporation, powerful radiation ionized substance is the energy sources for laser beam machining, ion beam machining, and plasma arc machining. So all these processes works on the working this is the working principle, and these are the different kind of energy utilization. So what is the main difference between conventional machining process and non-conventional machining process? So here 10 points are given. So we have to discuss one by one of the different points. So contact between workpiece and tool. As we know, in conventional machining process, we must need contact between tool and workpiece. But in non-conventional machining process, it does not need contact between workpiece and tool. Machining of a component. Okay, so here plastic deformation will take place in conventional machining, and in non-conventional machining, we are using a different kind of energy: mechanical, electrochemical, chemical, and electrochemical. Okay, accuracy. Always there is a lesser accuracy in conventional machining, higher accuracy in case of advanced machining process. Material removal rate is very high in case of conventional machining and very low in case of advanced machining process. Material removal mechanism. Here, material removal is a mechanism that is a plastic deformation. and here mechanical vibration as well as melting and evaporation. Okay, that means mechanical energy, electrical energy, different kind of job shape and complexity. So that is a low in case of conventional machining, and job shape and complexity is very high in case of advanced machining. Maintaining its operation cost, that is a low in case of conventional machining, and it is high in case of advanced machining. Coolant fluid used in conventional coolant fluid is required for what processes. Operator required, skilled operator required in case of advanced machining processes, and any person can work on conventional. Initial investment cost is low in case of conventional machining and high in case of advanced machining processes. Okay, so this is the main difference between these processes. Okay, so we are ending our session here, and we will discuss different processes in next.